On the morning they both started, it rained. Not heavily, the kind of rain that can't decide if it wants to commit. Umair parked in the back row because he didn't know the building yet and didn't want to take someone else's spot. Nadia parked closer to the entrance because she saw an open space and took it. Neither of them would remember this detail later, but it was the first of 1,000 small differences that would quietly decide everything. The company was called Eastline Insurance, the kind of name that sounds like it was generated by a computer, asked to be forgettable. They both started as claims coordinators. Same title, same floor, same salary, $42,000 a year, $3,400 a month take home. Umair found out the number on his first pay stub. He looked at it for a long time. Not because it was big, because it was the first time a number like that had his name next to it. Nadia found out differently. She called her mother on the walk to her car. Her voice had the kind of energy that only exists when something good happens for the first time. They met on a Wednesday. The coffee machine was broken. Someone taped a sign that said, "Out of order," in handwriting that looked like it was also out of order. "There's another one on the 4th floor," she said. "Is it also broken?" "Probably, but at least you'll have walked somewhere." They weren't friends yet. That would take 3 more weeks, a shared lunch table, and one conversation about whether the cafeteria's chicken was actually chicken. But something started. A rhythm. The kind two people fall into when they're both new and the building feels too large. The first payday came on a Friday. Umair came home and sat at his kitchen table. He opened his laptop and stared at his bank account. $3,400 deposited. Rent was $875. He did the math, the slow way, writing numbers on a page. He set up an automatic transfer, $200, first of every month. Into a savings account he named Sparrow. The whole thing took 6 minutes. Nadia came home that same evening and bought a jacket, $85. She tried it on in front of the mirror, left the tag on for a day, then cut it off Saturday morning. She looked good in it. She knew she looked good in it. Neither of them did anything wrong. One of them just did something quieter. Months passed. The transfers ran on their own. $200, first of the month. Umair didn't check the balance more than once a month. The number grew the way things grow when nobody's watching. Slowly, without permission, without applause. At the office, they fell into a routine. Lunch at the same table. Coffee from the 4th floor. The kind of friendship that builds itself when you're not paying attention. 6 months in, Nadia got a small raise. She celebrated with dinner out. Umair got the same raise 2 weeks later. He bumped the transfer from $200 to $250. Nobody noticed. The account had $2,800 by September. He checked it once, closed the app, and went to make dinner. By year one's end, Umair had saved $4,200. Nadia had $380. Neither knew the other's number. But the distance had already started doing what distance does, growing faster than either expected. By the 3rd year, the office sorted people. Not by skill, by visibility. Nadia was promoted to senior coordinator 6 months before Umair. Not because she was better at the job, because she was better at being seen doing it. She spoke up in meetings. She remembered names. Umair was promoted 4 months later. Same title, same raise, $51,000. He bumped the transfer to $300. Tuesday evening, alone. 6 minutes. Nadia's raise went somewhere else. $380 a month, 60 months. She drove the red Mazda to work Monday. Parked it front row, the same spot she'd taken the first morning it rained. Umair saw it from the elevator window. Red, clean, the kind of car that looks like a decision someone is proud of. He still drove the Civic, $7,200, 67,000 miles. You should treat yourself sometime, Umair. He picked at his rice. I did treat myself. To what? Peace of mind, I think. Nadia laughed. You're weird, she said. She meant it warmly. End of day. Umair walked to the Civic, past the red Mazda, looked at it 1 second longer than necessary. Got in. Engine turned over. Same sound. Sparrow had $9,600. Brokerage $1,400. Together, $11,000. Not big. Real. Nadia's car was $380 a month. Insurance $160. The math worked like a belt on the last notch. Everything held as long as nothing unexpected happened. Something unexpected always happens. The dental bill arrived in April. $640. She called her mother that night. Different energy than the first call. The $640 wouldn't ruin her. It would rearrange her month. She didn't call Umair. She wouldn't have known what to say. By year 5, they'd had lunch together over 1,000 times. They knew each other's orders, each other's complaints, the rough shape of each other's lives without the exact numbers. Nadia knew he drove the same car, same apartment, packed lunch. She'd built a picture from the edges without seeing the center. Salary, $58,000 each. Umair's total, $34,200. He stared at the number the way you stare at something built without a blueprint, surprised it's standing. Nadia had $3,100, a credit card balance of $4,800. Her life had expanded to fit every dollar and ask for more each month. She wasn't in trouble, but the distance between fine and comfortable wasn't closing. Can I ask you something personal? Depends on how personal. Do you have savings? Like actual savings? He paused. 5 years of quiet math, and this was the first time someone pointed at the silence and asked what was inside. Enough that I don't think about it every day. She looked at him, then out the window at the parking lot. His Civic, her Mazda. The same distance, meaning something different now. I think about it every day, she said. That conversation changed something. Not visibly. But Umair felt something unexpected. Not pride, not judgment. Guilt. He'd watched her choices stack up for 5 years without saying anything. He wasn't keeping score, but the ledger was. The layoffs came in February. Not dramatic. Quiet. An email Tuesday morning. Organizational restructuring. Umair's name wasn't on the list. Nadia's wasn't either. But Priya, who sat between them, who laughed loudest, who brought biryani on Fridays, her name was. That evening, Umair sat at the kitchen table. $52,800. He looked at it the way he always did. The quiet of a man who knows the ground is solid, even when the building shakes. Are you okay? Silence. I keep thinking, what if it was me? It wasn't. But what if it was? I have maybe 2 months before I'd have to call someone. How long would you have? Longer than I expected when I started. Will you show me? Whatever you've been doing, the thing you don't talk about. The reason you're not afraid right now. Saturday, 2 mugs of tea. The ledger open between them. He showed her. Not to impress her. Because she asked, and after 5 years of silence, the asking was enough. I didn't know this was possible on our salary. It's the same salary, Nadia. It's always been the same salary. Quiet, not awkward. The kind that happens when 2 people sit inside a truth neither is trying to escape. I want to start. Okay, $150? That's how much I started with. You started with $200. He almost smiled. You read the notebook. I read every page. She drove home. No music. Pulled in. Turned off the engine. Opened the banking app. Set up an automatic transfer. $150, first of the month. She named the account. She typed, page 1. She named it page 1. Because that's where she was. $150, first of the month. The same mechanic running under Umair's life for 7 years clicked into place under hers in 4 minutes in a parked car. Monday. Same desks. Same salary. The coffee machine worked. Priya's desk had someone new. Nadia had $150 less. For the first time in 7 years, less didn't feel wrong. Something else came instead. The feeling of a page being turned for the first time. At lunch, she looked at him and gave a small nod. He nodded back. No words. They ate. Here's what most people misunderstand about the gap between 2 people who earn the same money. They think it's about discipline. That one is strong and the other weak. It's not that simple. Nadia wasn't careless. She was living fully, honestly, the way most people do when no one has shown them what the alternative looks like. She bought the jacket because she earned it. She signed the lease because the math sounded easy. None of those choices were wrong in isolation. Together, over years, they built a floor that felt solid until someone asked how thick it was. Umair wasn't smarter. He sat at a kitchen table at 24 and set up a transfer because he was more afraid of having nothing than excited about having something. That's not wisdom. That's fear pointed in a useful direction. The gap was never about character. It was a 6-minute decision that one made and the other didn't. Until she did. $150. First of the month. Page 1. That's all it ever was. That's all it ever is. The page doesn't close. It just turns.